So this little gem of a conservation reserve came into being through the Ontario Living Legacy program, which was about 10 years ago here. And it's added about 300 parks and conservation reserves to the Ontario park system. And Island Lake Forest and Barrens Conservation Reserve is one of those. You know, this area is not really promoted and marked on any road maps. It's on a few adventure maps. But these conservation reserves are scattered all throughout Ontario and make for great trips. So there's tons of canoe route options around here. Most people choose to just come up through Farm Creek and stay in Island Lake for a few days. But you can easily go all the way up to Wahwashkesh Lake from here. You can also go all the way out to the Magnetawan River via where we were yesterday through Wolf Lake and Dutton Lake, that sort of route. But if you do anything really farther from Island Lake, the portages start getting a little rougher, and I'd recommend doing any of those portages if you have moderate to experienced tripping experience. Only because at times you're going to need to bring out your map and compass and sort of orient yourself, because some of these portages have blazes everywhere and there's ATV trails crisscrossing every single path. So you have to have a good sense of direction and a good skill set for pathfinding.
Okay, we're just portaging from Dutton Lake into, I'm not sure actually, but yeah, it's about 350 meters and there's this old rickety ATV bridge that we're just going over right now.
But these rough portages mean that you're less likely to see people. In fact, we only saw one group of canoes kind of just float on by through Dutton Lake, doing the rest of the loop there. We've seen a few on Island Lake here. It seems to be more of a popular choice and a final destination. It is obviously easier to get to. You only have a few short portages up Farm Creek and numerous beaver dams. Farm Creek itself is very winding. It's pretty narrow. It's a good place for wildlife. There's some bog plant species growing around. You've got some stunted tamarack, some pitcher plants, and some sundews. Very scenic. There's about 8 to 10 beaver dams, depending on the water levels and the current state of construction on some of them. So it's easy just to lift over a few of them, but it slows your progress. Allow for about 3 to 4 hours traveling up Farm Creek. Scattered throughout some of these portages, there's some remnants of some old growth. Loggers have spared some trees. You have some large mature pines interspersed with some really old towering pines as well. Actually, one of the portages on Farm Creek there has some old remnants of the logging era. There's some old rusted machinery, and there's remnants of an old dam and a log flume just kind of rotting in the bottom of the water there. So this area is steeped in history, and it's very beautiful.